Namaste. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will be guiding you today through a Yin Yoga sequence to help with anger and depression. All of the postures today will be stimulating the liver and the gallbladder meridians. So I hope you find this helpful. Check out the captions below for safety tips, and remember that you are your own guide, you are your own teacher. Listen to your inner guru, your intuition, and be guided by that. Just a little reminder that Yin Yoga is a very still practice. We want to remain as still as possible. And if there are two exceptions to move, and that's if you're feeling that you may sustain injury, then I would back off slightly or maybe just skip the pose altogether. And the other exception to moving is if your body opens up and invites you to come deeper. So again, this is an internal knowing. I can't tell you, no teacher can tell you, no one outside of you can tell you what you are feeling. So allow yourself to connect deep into your inner being. So let's just begin gently closing the eyes and bring the awareness to the breath. I would invite you to set an intention for your practice if that resonates. If not, just take a moment to come into presence. Just taking a few breaths, just observing the flow of the breath. And taking a deep breath in through the nose. Let's have a nice cleansing breath, breathing out through the mouth. And just letting it all go. Whatever's going on in your life, just leave it there for the moment. You can pick it up later if you feel inspired to. So gently starting to blink the eyes. We'll come straight into our first posture. So we're going to go with the butterfly pose. So we're bringing the soles of the feet together and allowing the knees to flop out to the sides. I would encourage you to use as many props as you feel necessary. Just do what feels right for you. If your knees are very high, you can use the blocks or roll up blankets or towels or cushions, whatever you need. And from here, also maybe grab another block if you have them underneath the knees. And we're just going to start to lean forward. So remembering that we're just coming to our first edge. Don't come to your maximum point straight away. Just check on the time and we will remain here for several minutes. So just coming to that first edge. Allow your breath to be slow and calm. Just starting to relax all the muscles in your body. Breathing in, breathing out. And I'd like you to now start to connect with your body and notice where you're feeling the most tension. Where you're feeling that resistance, allow yourself to connect deeper. So remain in this space. Allow your awareness to stay here. Just scanning your body. Is there any areas of resistance? Do you notice that you may be holding any muscles? And just let it go. This is all about releasing tension. As you connect and focus on that area of tightness, just observe. Observe the sensations underneath your skin. Observe what's happening within your body. And just notice when the sensations maybe move or soften. Maybe they become more intense, or maybe they just remain the same. Whatever is happening for you is perfect. There is no wrong way to practice. If you're feeling something, you're doing something. So if you feel inspired, you can take it a little bit deeper. Just connecting with your breath, with your body. Everything else fizzles away. It's just you and your body breathing. What is arising for you? What images or thoughts are entering into your consciousness? And how is this posture making you feel? Whatever is going on for you, allow it all to surface. Stay here. Just imagine ripples, bubbles on a lake, bubbling up to the surface. And as they reach the surface, they disappear. In the same way, just allowing whatever is arising within your body, your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Just observe, no judgment, no need to analyze anything. And allow. So let's just start to come out of this pose, gently and slowly. So be really, really mindful of your body here, slowly coming up. And then we'll help the knees together, so often when we come out of the yin pose, it really feels like we can't really move. So just helping your knees together. And if you let out some groans, great. Whatever is arising is good. So let's come into a resting pose. So again, listening to yourself, your body, what feels good to you. Personally for me, after the Baddha Konasana or the butterfly pose, it's just really nice to just come and lay on the back and release those legs. As you come into your resting pose, whatever that may look like, just come to find stillness. What are you observing? What sensations are you feeling? Can you feel the energy moving out of your body? And slowly, if your eyes are closed, just gently wiggling into the toes. And let's come into the next pose. So from here we're going to remain on our backs. You bend into one knee, so I will guide you through the right knee, the left knee, and then we'll place the right leg on top of the left thigh. Okay, and then we're going to lift the sole of the foot, the left foot, off the mat, and then we're going to take the right arm through the gap between the thighs, threading the needle, and then we catch the back of the left thigh. So if you have practiced yoga before, you may be familiar with this figure 4 posture. It's sort of a reclined pigeon pose, and normally we'd have our feet flexed. I want you now to just relax completely, just let it drop. So just coming into the body again as you settle into this pose. And just allowing gravity to do its thing. Allowing the time to pass. You're just listening, just observing. Your breath is calm and slow. It's unforced. You don't need to take deep breaths or make it more shallow. Really just do whatever feels natural. This is the nature of Yin. It's a yielding practice. We're surrendering to all that is. There's no trying. No forcing, just complete surrender. And time and gravity is doing the work for us. So if you feel inspired to take it even deeper, maybe for some of you this is already enough and it's really intense and you're feeling some emotions arise, maybe you're feeling some something rising to the surface, a lot of tension, then just stay there and just continue to observe. If you want to take it deeper, you have the option to take the palms, interlace the fingers over the left shin. So this takes it much further into the hip joint. So again, listening to yourself, be mindful with your body. What's happening on the physical level? And what's happening within your mind? And what do you feel within your heart space? No judgment, no need to analyze. Just accepting everything that's rising to the surface. Alright, so we'll take a little breather here. So release the soles at the palms of your hands and the sole of the left foot back onto the ground. Just a quick little breather. Just cross the right leg over the left and just relax that there for a moment. Then from here we're going to take it into a twist. So maybe you want to just shuffle your hips towards the right side slightly. You can even lift off the mat completely and just drop the left hip down. And then this gives you more of an opening coming into that deep twist, reclined twist. So if you're very flexible, your legs will look like so. If not, maybe one leg is over. Whatever, maybe you need to take a block, a bolster, and support the leg that's on top. Listen to yourself, do whatever feels right for you. The main thing is that we want to keep both shoulders on the mat. So at that point where your shoulders start to pop off the mat, that's your maximum point, that's your fast edge. You have the option also to extend the right arm and maybe turn to look over the right shoulder, but again, be mindful with your neck. Listen to your body and do what feels right for you. And we'll just stay here for a few minutes, tuning into your body. Where are you feeling the most resistance? Where feels the most tight? Within these sensations contains all the information. So instead of shying away from them, can you dive deeper into them? Notice when your mind wanders, just gently bring it back to your body, bring it back to your breath, bring it back to whatever you're experiencing in this moment. Notice if any emotions surface. Allow everything to be as it is. Just for a few more breaths here. And then slowly as you like, take as much time as you need to gently come out of the pose. And let's just extend those legs, come back to center, and maybe just come to find a Shavasana position. As you come into that pose, come back to stillness. And maybe just notice the difference between the legs. Maybe they feel the same. Notice the movement, the flow, the sensations. And perhaps the sense of deep relief. Whatever is occurring in this moment is perfect. Surrender deeply into it. When you're ready to, we'll come into the other side. So just taking that left leg over the right. Threading the needle, catching the back of the right thigh. Relaxing completely, allow your shoulders to be soft, soften the legs, release the calf muscles. If you feel personally in this practice, I always close my eyes. The distractions of the outer world are plenty. And by closing the eyes, it allows me to really tune into all the sensations. But if you're finding that your mind is very active, maybe you want to keep the eyes just softly open and just gazing at a spot maybe. Whatever you do is right. There's no wrong way, as this is the nature of the divine feminine. She is accepting, allowing, receptive, and yielding to all that is. Maybe staying there or taking it deeper if you're inspired. Wherever you are, remember you are exactly where you need to be. Remain connected to those sensations. Stay with your breath. Stay with you. Whatever is happening, it's all good. A few more breaths. Can you take it to your deepest point? Just for a few breaths. And then, my dear one, let's place the right foot back onto the mat. Release the arms and cross that left leg just for a moment. Hang out here before we shuffle the hips towards the left side now and come into the reclined twist on the right side. So just allow, again, there's no trying, no forcing, you're just allowing the knees to drop. If you need a bolster, a block, blankets, whatever to support you, use everything that you need. You can extend that bottom leg if you want. You can extend the left arm. You can turn the head and the neck, or you can remain centered. Up to you. You are your own teacher. You are your own guide. All of the answers to all the questions that you ask exist within you. And your body is here to help you on this journey. The emotions that arise, the aches, the pains, the ailments, the physical conditions, they're all showing you something. Can you just take a few more moments to listen? So if you want to stay here for longer, you can, otherwise gently and slowly coming back to center, and we'll come into our final resting pose in Shavasana. Extend both legs, just tuck the shoulder blades and the tailbone and the sacrum nice and flat underneath you. You can open out the arms, palms facing up to the sky. Relax the legs, allow the feet to flop to the sides, and just completely let that go. So just beginning to take a few deep breaths. If you have time, you can remain here for as long as you want. Otherwise, starting to wiggle into the fingers, into the toes. Maybe you want to stretch through the whole body, extending the arms up overhead, stretching through the toes, stretching through the heels. And then let's just bring those knees into your chest now. Give yourself a big hug. Embrace yourself. Love yourself. And just recognize the work you are doing. Maybe just rocking from side to side, and you'll land onto one side, whichever side feels right for you. Make a pillow with your arm or grab a cushion, and just staying here in the fetal pose just for a few more breaths now. Then using your palms to gently and slowly as you like, find your comfortable seated position. Maybe placing a cushion underneath the buttocks to elevate the hips higher than the knees. Place the palms onto the thighs, straighten the spine. Relax the shoulders, crown of the head lifting to the sky. Root your sit bones, rooting into earth. Bringing the palms into the heart center. Just take a moment of gratitude for your body, for your breath, for the prana that exists within it, the energy, the chi. And anything else you feel grateful for in this moment. Let's take a deep breath now, breathing in through the nose. Gently parting the lips, exhale out through the mouth. Bowing to your inner guide, your inner teacher, Namaste. Thank you, everyone.